Hey UConn Nation, it's KK Arnold here. If you're looking for the latest UConn women's basketball content, go subscribe to Listen Up to Phil and Ryan. Go Huskies!
Phil and Ryan on Listen Ups. Thank you, KK. As the madness continues, Ryan, a second round win, final score Connecticut 91, San Diego, or excuse me, yeah, San Diego, right? No, South Dakota.
South Dakota.
I'm really hyped. It's sweet. I can taste the sweetness, Ryan. Sweet 16 down. Jackrabbits will say 57, 91, 57. And Ryan, Paige Bueckers pours in 34 points. People are going to jump on me for saying San Diego. I know it. I can see it in the comment section now rolling. But look, let me tell you, I'm glad that ESPN sent this notification out before you and I just go on this pod. Paige Bueckers drops 34 points, according to ESPN, in final game at Gampel Pavilion as 2 seed UConn beats 10 seed South Dakota. So, Ryan, yes, it is a sweet second round win, but I can't wait to see what you have to tell me. Man, oh man, an emotional night because this is it. The last time that home crowd ever gets to see her in person.
Yeah, and I keep looking over there at my TV. I can see Paige Bueckers giving her announcement or final announcement to the home crowd. So yeah, it's two words describe the game tonight. One name, it's Paige Bueckers. I'm sure the crowd there, all the home fans, they saw a really good performance tonight by everybody. But obviously, like you mentioned, Paige Bueckers' final home game at Gampel Pavilion, and the definitely the emotions rolling there at the end of the game. They showed Gino on the court standing there like a very proud grandfather and coach. They showed Paige Bueckers' mom as well. So very special moment there for everybody in attendance tonight. But yeah, I mean Paige Bueckers is just an unbelievable game. 34 points, just dominating the whole entire night and really showed out for a last home game ever. And I really hope she continues to do that for UConn. We haven't really seen that type of performance from Paige this whole entire season, where she just takes over in terms of really leading the team in scoring and really taking the shots into her own hands. But UConn, kind of came out of the gates a little slow, but obviously everybody picked it up as the game went on, and they really blew the Jackrabbits away there, especially in the second half. Great defense, really tightened up the defense, I think, a lot in the second half. KK Arnold was a huge part of that. As soon as she came into the game, you could feel her defensive pressure and intensity right away. And the points off of turnovers was huge tonight. I think they almost had 40 points, UConn did, off of South Dakota State's turnovers. So that was a huge advantage in this game. The rebounds and assists were there tonight again for UConn. We saw some more of that chemistry starting to build as the game went on, but an insane stat, 31 straight Sweet 16s, and now we get Oklahoma and Reagan Beers on Saturday.
How sweet it is, and especially for this podcast, and of course the UConn Huskies. But I said it in the beginning when the bracket was released, Ryan, how sweet it would be for Reagan Beers to meet this UConn Huskies, very fired up, a really dangerous, hot UConn women's basketball team, like always, it seems like, right? But this year it just seems a little bit different. It feels different. Don't tell anybody I said that there, Ryan. But yeah, I mean, with Reagan Beers, congratulations to her. I was just looking at the out of town scoreboard before we get into comments. Ryan, you're right. I don't think there was any upsets today, but I will tell you this one. Shout out to Sailor Poffenbarger and Maryland Terps. Just came back from College Park not even 3 hours ago, maybe. I just came back earlier. And Ryan, that was a double overtime thriller. Maryland eliminating Alabama. And Ryan, in that game, you had Sarah Ashley Barker scoring 45 points and still took the loss. I wanted to shout out to Ryan on that one because how many times do you see a double overtime thriller in March Madness?
Yeah, and both teams scoring over 100 points. I didn't get to watch that one, but it seems sure like it was a crazy game that there in College Park. Kentucky lost the other day to Kansas State. Georgia Moore had a chance to send the Kentucky Wildcats to the Sweet 16 in overtime, missed the shot, but Georgia Moore, insane college basketball career. I'm sure she'll get drafted in the upcoming draft for Virginia Tech and Kentucky. Shout out to her as well. But yeah, I wanted to mention as well, AZ Fudd dominating tonight again. Hit her 3-point shots. That's good to see out of AZ Fudd, and Sarah Strong dominating down low again tonight as well.
Can't wait. Just me said thanks, Phil and Rye, for keeping us informed on UConn's competition. Let's hope UConn keeps the momentum going. Let's all send positive vibes. I think UConn wins 85-55.
Well, not too far off on the score. I think we were both pretty close too on our score predictions. Yeah, it's I mean the vibes are definitely high. The energy is high. It's we got some emotions tonight. I'm sure the the girls will celebrate this win tonight and celebrate another Sweet 16 appearance. But yeah, I mean we get to look forward to Reagan Beers in Oklahoma now, so that should be a pretty good game on Saturday. But yeah, I think UConn's playing their best basketball of the season. I'd say right now.
That game is Saturday, correct? You
Yeah,
said Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, that last check in. I can't wait to see you again, Rye. How about Wiley McGoogle? They said, tell me, Phil and Ryan, I would like to see some emotion from other UConn players other than Paige to show me that they're truly locked in. KK, show emotion sometimes. Let's go Huskies. Thanks, guys. Well, I want to make this clear to you now. Don't jump on our girl. Don't jump on our young lady, KK Arnold, because we love KK Arnold back here in Maryland, Ryan. So I know you had the same message, but hey, I've seen plenty of times. As a matter of fact, I have some new canvas pictures coming for the wall immediately for the last check-in coming up. And boy, oh boy, they have some of them showing KK Arnold fired up.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think KK is the second at some nights the most emotional or energized player on the court, however you want to put it. Ever since last year, freshman year, that's really been her identity. I think on the court is just coming into the game. Of course, started last year, but most of this season coming off the bench and just providing that boost to energy when some of the starters take a seat on the bench. But yeah, I think we've seen a lot of emotion and energy out of this team throughout the whole entire season, and definitely expect it to ramp up as we go even further into this tournament.
Two more. I like this one, Ryan. What's your message to the disruptive one? He said, you guys are picking UConn by 50 points. No chance it will be that much. 75-50. Something like that is more realistic, and Jana will dominate despite her height advantage. Meyer will probably be a difficult matchup for her, and UConn will go small most of the game. Sarah Strong is the reason UConn will win. South Dakota State has no one that can match up with her. Hmm.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough night for the Jackrabbits inside. I kind of figured they would have trouble guarding Sarah Strong down low, have trouble getting some of those rebounds, but yeah, Sarah definitely took advantage of that. And yeah, I think Ice Brady had a good game off the bench. Jana, I don't think she was able to kind of capitalize off of that matchup down low. But I think Ice Brady had a couple of nice baskets underneath the bucket. But yeah, we almost got to a 40-point win, so kind of met in the middle there between 20 and 50. But yeah, I think it was another great win for UConn, and definitely the matchup inside was taken advantage of.
Listen, I'll take fault for this, Ryan. For sure. Just me, and that's it. Jason D'Amico just keeps coming through on this podcast. I think that speaks volumes to how great this man is, how supportive he is of you and I, because I promised him what has it been, months ago that he was coming on with us on the pod. And look, I owe him one. So hey, Jason D'Amico, let's get you on, brother. Right after this madness is over. How about that? Hopefully it's over in April and we, see confetti falling. But anyway, Ryan, we owe Jason D'Amico a podcast during the offseason. He said, if I am Gino, I'm sitting in my office trying to decide when to put Caroline in the game against South Dakota. If I am the coaching staff, I'm putting her in before the first media timeout. If Caroline continues to get her legs and lungs underneath her, UConn will have a four-headed monster going forward, and 80% Caroline is a starter on this team. Even though Gino will not pull Caitlin from the starting lineup, if Caroline can prove in this next game she is ready, there is going to be a shakeup of some kind. Peace. Yeah, Ryan, Caroline Ducharme, hey, she's been out for a long time. As soon as she entered, I forgot what game it was. Boy, did she lay some buckets up in the paint.
Yeah, and it's always exciting when she comes into the game, how excited the crowd gets. I don't believe she played tonight. I'm looking at the box score just to make sure and double check. I don't see her name, so I'm pretty sure she didn't check into the game tonight. But I will say Aubrey Griffin, when she checked in, got a couple nice baskets there towards the end, and the crowd got hyped and was loud there towards the game for Aubrey Griffin. So I'm glad. Not like I said, not sure if Aubrey's on a pitch count or a minute count. She kind of entered towards the end of the game there, but still glad to see Aubrey get into the game and always makes an immediate impact, whether it's scoring, rebounding with her defense, always finds a way to impact the game right away.
Final score again, Ryan. Sweet 16. Get the cookies, the cakes, the pies out. They're moving on to the round of 16. 91-57, Connecticut over South Dakota. And Ryan, I will see you later this week for that beautiful, beautiful. I mean, they come through so well. Why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, everyone? It only takes a second. Please do it for UConn Huskies Nation. And boy, did they go off, Ryan, on them last check-ins. I can't wait, and we all know that you can't wait. Sweet 16 right around the corner. Phil and Rye on Listen Up.